Welcome to my channel, It's All Thrifted. I'm Katie and I sell part-time on eBay, mostly when my kids are at school, which is right now. And I'm gonna share what sold in my business last week, September 23rd through 29th on eBay. I had 10 sales, 9 of them were on eBay and 1 was on Facebook Marketplace. And my total sales amount, excluding shipping and taxes that the buyers pay. So they pay that additionally, but I am just talking about the numbers that they paid for the item. I made $466.96. My cost of goods sold were $79.74. So after I got my $79.74 back and took out the shipping and the fees and the taxes from that bigger amount, I was left with a profit of $325.03 sent to my bank account. So I think that's better than last week and less sales. There's one sale in here that really made the week. So stay tuned for that. The first sale was on Tuesday, the 23rd. I did have a no sales day, and that was on Sunday, which is so sad because on the weekend you think the sales should be going, but not over here. So Sunday, no sales. Tuesday, 2 sales. So this first sale was a Nike sportswear women's large ribbed bell sleeve. I have sleeve in the title twice, so go me. A top, and it was new with tags. The standard price is $6.99 at my thrift store. It was on a go back rack, so somebody had decided they didn't want it, and I knew I was gonna pick it up. This style seems like it's so in right now with the bell sleeve and the brown being perfect for fall. I had a feeling that it would sell pretty quickly, and it did. I paid $6.99. I got an offer for they bought it. It was $40 and I was running a 15% off sale. I'm learning, you guys, I ran a sale. I've run a few sales now since a couple weeks ago when my sales were very, very bad. So I think it helps. Anyway, I had a 15% off sale. Someone came right in and paid $34 for it. So that was great. I made a total profit of $20.26. And I sold it in 39 days. So good. The next sale is the sale that made my week. I shared it in a thrift haul last month. It's this Burton women's ski snowboard jacket and matching pants. The jacket was a size large and the pants were a size medium. When I showed the haul, I assumed that the pants would be a large also because I mostly just showed the jacket, but no, they were mismatched. So I was a little concerned that it would deter the items from selling, but that didn't seem to be the case, which is awesome. I think it helped that the waist was adjustable. So I think they could fit as a large or a medium, and I did show measurements in the photos. I had my 15% off sale. Somebody came right in and paid $170 off of my asking price of $200. I paid $24.99 for the set, which was great. And I think it was because it was still in summer. I think it was 100 degrees that day that I bought it. So they probably just put it out let's get it out of here because I'm in California. So we don't get the traditional weather and seasons. So they sold in 35 days for $170. I made $124.39 after all was said and done. I did pay about $27 in fees on this. I made a few dollars in shipping because I had it listed as a little bit larger of a dimensions box than I actually used. And I was able to use the extra money that I made to insure the package for up to the $170 amount. With Ground Advantage, USPS insures every package that you send for $100. But because it was a higher item, I decided I was going to insure it. And I do that with every item that's significantly over $100. Which was an extra $4 and something cents. So not bad. It was delivered a couple days ago. I did have a no returns policy on this item. So I made sure to put all of the information and condition notes and just checked it over the best that I could. And so I was confident that the buyer would be satisfied with it. And I hope that they are. Maybe I'll get good feedback on it later. We'll see. The next sale is this naturalizer beige women's pump heel, and the style is actually Everly, and it's leather, 8.5 wide, which I feel like was a desirable reason that these sold. I've also heard from other resellers, specifically Becky Park, that she has sold this Everly heel several times and consistently gets $40 for it. So I had mine listed at $49.95. My sale price was $42.46, and I received an offer for $34. I'm not sure the condition that other resellers are selling them for $40 at, but this did have a few like blemishes and dings to them. Overall, they really look great, but they are not perfect. So I did accept the $34 offer. I had $5 into these. I got them at the smaller thrift store where the standard price is $7.99 for shoes, but they were running a sale, so shoes were $5. And I actually found these like not in the shoe section. So they were, maybe someone tried them on over by the couches and things and then just left them there. So I picked them up. I made a profit of $21.79 in 35 days. No, 50 days. 50 days. The snowsuit was 35 days. The next sale that I had is on Facebook Marketplace. So this is another item that I had in my thrift haul from last week. And they were these Doc Martens in a size 9 women's. And I paid $9.99 for them at the thrift store. And I had them listed for $60 on Facebook Marketplace. I made sure that all of the authentic check marks were, every box was checked. And I also checked with my mother-in-law, who I feel like she knows shoes pretty well. And she was pretty confident that these were authentic. So I felt good asking $60 for them. I did have one person who said they would get them and then bailed, which Facebook Marketplace, that's what happens there. And then I had my actual buyer come in after just 9 days, tried them on at my front door like I thought they would, and I made a profit of $50.01, which was fantastic. I was so happy about that. And I didn't have them listed on eBay. I was confident that I was going to sell them on Marketplace. So yes, so happy that that worked out. The next sale are these Trip NYC shorts. They are a size small and they have vinyl stars and mesh on the outside. And I have keywords goth and rave, which that is probably information that I got from watching a fellow reseller. So thank you so much. I'm not sure who you are, but that's probably the only reason also that I knew to pick up Trip NYC, which is like a very popular punk, like grunge type look. And these shorts sold, they took a long time to sell. I picked them up 176 days prior. I paid $5.99 for them. So I probably had just seen a video with a reseller picking this up and found it and was like, I'm getting it. They are pretty expensive online, probably at least $75 for shorts. I didn't see anything like this on their website when I was researching for this video. I had a 15% off sale and they came in and purchased it in the last hour of my sale for $29.74. I don't know if eBay like sends out a message saying like this person's sale is ending, like act now or anything like that. So if you know, could you let me know in the comments? Anyway, I made $19.33 in 176 days. So I probably would pick them up again. These were a small short. They had built-in shorts in them, so they were like versatile. They seemed like an active short, but very edgy. Next up, we have this lot of 4 all-in-motion large racerback active tanks. My husband and I got these at the bag sale at the consignment store that I like to go to nearby. And they had a bag sale where you fill a bag for $40, and I filled the bag excessively. And my husband actually picked these out. He picked up 1 tank top and I was like, I don't think so. And he just kept pulling them and goes, you got 4. And I said, all right, they're all the same size. We're going to list them. So I ended up getting an offer on these. They were in really good condition. They had like a soft Viore feel to them, but because they're all in motion, I knew that I wasn't going to get a lot for them. I had them listed at 30 and I was offered 20. They are going to Florida, so they cost $10 in shipping. So anything over a pound for me, shipping from California, is $10. So I did take that into consideration. You don't have to as a seller, but I feel like $10 is a lot. And even though I don't make it, I would appreciate a seller accepting my offer of 20. So I made... what did I have into it? Okay, so I had $1.08 per piece. So that's 4 of them. So $4.32 into 20. I made $11.20 in 31 days. They were a quick list, but I don't think that I would lot up that brand again. It's just not enough profit there, I don't think. Then on Saturday, that was 2 days of sales. On Saturday, I sold this Title IX tank top. It's new with tags. The style is Naughton, and it's a relaxed fit. I put the style number in case somebody was searching for it. I shared this in a thrift haul, and it had like a stink stopper material or some sort of property in it that you can wear it more without smelling. So maybe that's what helped it sell. I paid $4.99 for it, and I sold it for $21.25, which was my 15% off offer or sale, and I made a profit of $12.39 in 20 days. So I'm very happy with that one. That's a quick list. That's a tank top that I would pick up again. Title IX. They retail for 60 plus, those tank tops. Expensive brand. Next, we have the Hudson Collin Skinny New with Tags jean, and I did put flat pockets in the title because I have heard on YouTube that shoppers are looking for the Hudson jeans that have the flat pockets. It's the most desirable element of them. So I found these at the thrift store that has standard prices. They were running a sale on pants that day. This is, I think, the 4th pair that I have sold from that lot. I bought 10 that day. And these cost me $4.49. I accepted an offer on these. I had them, no, I didn't. I got a 15% off sale. That's so great. That's like the 3rd or 4th one. I had them listed at 60, which was pretty affordable to start with on Poshmark. People have these listed new for like 125 to 150, 175 because they do retail for over $200. I had them listed for 60 and somebody bought them for $51. So I was super happy about that. And like I said, I'm not sure if like a Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack got rid of a bunch of jeans to the thrift store, but that day I picked up 8 new with tags pairs. So that was fantastic. 2 more sales. This next one is a doozy, and you might need to let me know what you would do here. I had no sales on Sunday, so this is yesterday, Monday. I sold this University of Oregon Ducks clear plastic game day crossbody pack belt bag. I picked this up at Goodwill for $3.99. Over the summer, I went shopping and I took my kids, and I saw that it was University of Oregon, and I am an Oregon girl. Our family is Beaver fans, but because it was Oregon, it was near and dear. I picked it up, and I know that people are always looking for bags like this to wear to football games, basketball games, because now most stadiums have a clear bag policy. So I thought it'll sell around football season, and it did. It sold full price for $21.95. I went to go get it from my inventory, and I just noticed that it wasn't in as good of condition as I originally thought that it was. I did wash it, and the strap was in good condition. All the zippers work. Somebody had previously used, had stickers or something in there. So there's some residue that I just couldn't get off. No matter what I'm doing, I can't get it off in several spots. And then maybe like a crayon or something. There's some residue that I wasn't able to get off on the seams. And I just didn't feel comfortable selling it for that full price, because I really don't want someone to get something from me that they are not happy with. So I sent them a message after I was overthinking it completely. And I said that I would give them a 50% refund on the item if they still wanted it, and mentioned the things that I just mentioned. Or I would cancel it for them, and that I apologize that it's not, like, my pictures are accurate, but when you really look at it, you can see that there's more wear to it. And I never got a response from them. So I did ship it out this morning, and then I submitted a refund of half. So I gave $11 back, and I think that they're going to be happy with it. They're going to feel like spending $11 on it is a good deal. And that's ultimately what I want in my business, is for people to feel like what they're getting is worth what they're paying for, or that they even got like a good deal, because I love a good deal. And I'm sure you love a good deal too if you're watching a video like this. So I paid $3.99. I ended up selling it for $10.95, and after shipping and everything, I made $5.15 in 81 days. And I really just hope that they are happy with it. That's really what I hope out of the whole thing. My last sale came last night, and it's this pair of Abercrombie & Fitch 90s relaxed high-rise jeans in a size 24 or 00 short. And they are the Curve Love, which I have picked up several Abercrombie and several Madewell jeans in similar styles, and Abercrombie sells so much better than Madewell. And I feel like they're comparable in price and maybe the demographic that it's being marketed to. But Abercrombie is where it's at right now. So, and such a small size. I was thinking about who is buying this, and it could be a teenager. I know that I have purchased some adult, like small sized adult jeans for our daughter, who is tall for her age. So who knows, but they sold for $38 an offer. I had them listed at $44.95. I wasn't running my sale anymore, so I just got an offer for $38 and took it. And I made a profit of $22.15 in 62 days. So $325 in profit back to me for the week is pretty great, with it being just a part-time thing. My full-time gig is being a mom. So, which reminds me, I'm going to need to go pick up my kids from school pretty soon. So thank you so much for joining me for this Whatsold, and I hope to see you in the next one.